What's up, everybody? And welcome to my review. I'm trying to get my reviews done on time, and I'm gonna do the TNA Impact Wrestling review tonight. But before I start that, because I really was planning to do it right after the show tonight, give it 30 minutes time, but got some very, very, very sad news that has happened in the world of professional wrestling. Balls Mahoney, ECW original, has died at the age of 44. His birthday was oddly enough yesterday on Monday, I believe, and it's very odd because his partner Axel Rotten just died like about a month or two ago off of a overdose, I believe, in a McDonald's bathroom, I believe at the same age. And we don't know the cause of death yet for Balls Mahoney, and I'm not really going to get into guess what he died of really right now or any of that. So it's very sad here. I'm sure we'll find out more details later on in the week. But before I do the review of TNA Impact Wrestling, let's kind of pretty much have this moment of silence real quick for Balls Mahoney. Thank you. I'm very, very shocked to hear about that. Very shocked, especially in the time span that, like I said before, his partner just died about a month or two ago. So it is very, very shocking to hear about the death of Balls Mahoney, especially very young age. And I feel like he was older, but 44 years old. That's something. And I'm sure we'll find out. Like I said before, I'm sure we'll find out later in a week of what he has died from. But moving on with the show, as we start off on Impact tonight, pretty much with the Pope and Josh Matthews talking about last week's show. Matt Hardy and company came out calling everybody insignificant nobodies and talked about his brother Jeff, that he's tarnished the family name, he says. And Matt pretty much went on to talk about Jeff Hardy, telling him to get his ass out of here. Jeff came to the ring in and talked about Jeff was very proud of the legacy that they have built. But, your Matt's doing his own, he has no problem Matt doing his own thing, but he was disgracing the TNA title, he says. And Jeff says, I'm bigger than both of them pretty much. Matt pretty much said, I helped Jeff do everything, psychology and biology pretty much in the wrestling business, and it hasn't been a two-way street, he says. He said, Jeff, you stuck my nose in my match because you're a selfish person, and he's tired of Jeff Hardy, and he was building a brand for his son to have it one day. And Matt pretty much told Jeff, you can't use the Hardy name. You can be the charismatic Enigma, you can be the Willow, but you will not have the Hardy name. As Jeff pretty much said to people chant Hardy, as people were saying, Jeff is better, Jeff is better. Better, pretty much. Reby Sky then took the mic and talked about Jeff Hardy then. And you won't fight Matt because Matt is the better wrestler. As pretty much Jeff said, he was, oh yeah, I'm afraid of the crazy bitch genes that are in our family tree, pretty much. And Jeff said, you want to fight? We'll fight then, pretty much. As Matt said, he was going to take out Jeff Hardy and take back the Hardy name, which is another great, I gotta say, Matt Hardy's great on the mic, especially this whole crazy, delusional thing he is, and especially when he does the iconic like that, that's really kind of cool when he does that. Beer Money came out as James Storm was on the Boozer Cruiser, as they were in a fatal 4-way tag team battle of open challenges of the tag team invitational for the tag team championships. Storm will appear in Beer Money versus the Bromans versus the Decay versus Eric Young and Bram for the TNA tag team titles. Pretty much, since it was a 4-way rules throughout the whole thing, it's a good match, but pretty much Beer Money picked up the win with the last call super kick after Bram and Eric Young had another collision course. Storm hit him with the, like I said, last call super kick. Beer Money retained the tag team titles. Matt told Jeff he wanted his life, pretty much he wanted him out of his life forever. as Tyrus pretty much says, you took everything away from Matt. As Matt said, he wanted I Quit match, and it'll be a tag team match. You find yourself a partner, as pretty much, as Matt said, me and Tyrus win, it'll be an I Quit match. And Jeff said, if I win, I get a Full Metal Mayhem match. As I guess they had a deal after that then. So it was pretty much a good tag team match. No wonder how long Beer Money will still be retaining the titles till they show them losing it. I guess, since Bobby Roode's technically not in the company anymore. Eddie Edwards was on the ground with a hurt shoulder as somebody took him out. Maria came out talking about she's the first lady of professional wrestling and the genesis of the Knockouts division, and that Donald Trump taught her how to make America again, and that she wanted her championship since Jade won it for her. Pretty much Maria told Jade, yes, you won the title, congratulations, but give me the belt. As Jade said, you didn't put the work in, you have to fight for my title. It's a reason why it's called a championship, pretty much. You have to earn it. Gail Kim came out then, pretty much told Jade, I haven't forgotten my rematch, but she wanted to take care of Maria first because she's getting tired of her. And because the dog is the loudest bark in the room, getting at the balls. But she is a bitch, though, pretty much. As Maria says she is. Both of these women are dumb wrestlers, and they're sheep. Until the rest of the dollhouse came out, as Marty Bell says, you broke up the dollhouse to Maria, and she told Jade that never to forget where she came from. But beautiful people then came out. Velvet Sky and Madison Rain. As Madison Rain said, there's only one boss around here, and that's the Queen Bee herself. Velvet kind of looked at her crazy. Billy Corgan came out then, as Maria said that Corgan belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Corgan says TNA offices are really getting tired of Maria's match decisions here, and said Dixie Carter trying to manipulate Dixie Carter and everything, so she booked her to match tonight against Madison Rain tonight for the title. Jade versus Madison Rain. As Corgan pretty much said, tonight Maria's scheming is all over now, and next week there will be a match between one of you. Whoever will be the leader of this division will be a #1 contender spot then. Pretty much Maria was pissed at that, and she pretty much kept talking about Jade, tried to swing at her. Maria then hit one of the other knockouts. So it was Marty Bell, Gail Kim. Pretty much all the knockouts started brawling with each other, and Maria got out of dodge. EC3 was talking about Mike Bennett then, saying like that I am a star, and he says, not because he said he is a star and everything, he knows he's a star, and he's telling everyone that he's a star, and that Mike Bennett is going to get a lesson in ass kicking tonight, because he said he has learned from humility of what he's done in this business, and he's a great talent, but he's just going to know everybody knows he's a star out there. Trevor Lee and Gregory Helms then out the X Division title, since Eddie Edwards is not out here and licking his wounds in the back. No one won that face. Trevor Lee, what's up with that? As pretty much then DJZ came out, a new entrance. He didn't come out saying bird. He didn't come out saying that. He went against DJZ in a non-title match, which DJZ got the win, which was pretty good, but it could have been a better match, really. We'll see what happens then. Pretty much they started jumping DJZ until Eddie Edwards came out for the save then. Then Mike Bennett was in the back then, talking about he was going to write EC3 off history tonight and kick EC3's ass. Jeff was looking for a partner until Drew Galloway showed up saying, this man had my back last week, so I have his. Pretty much after that, Mike Bennett then went against EC3. EC3 pretty much went head on and Bennett, as EC3 had the match won 3 different times, but Maria kept getting involved. Bennett tried to take him out with a diamond cutter, but it didn't work until Maria got a chair, as the referee tried to get rid of it, until EC3 took the chair and pretty much just kept beating Mike Bennett with it. As they say, EC3 had this match won 3 times, so I guess disqualification was necessary to get the win, so he beat him up. Al Snow was in the back talking about he was going to apologize to Grado and Marlo Shera as he called out Shera to the ring. As, I've been in this business for a long time. As Shera was pissing got in his face, he said he was going to pay for Grado's medical bills until, help him get better. and he knows he has to respect the young people. He's been in this business for a long time. I'm 53 years old, which, my God, Al Snow is incredibly jacked if he's really 53 years old, by the way. So, congrats to him. As pretty much, he said he has a family to feed and everything, and he's been in this business for a long time, and how he's beating this business. He was just trying to show them what they were about, and, you know, show offer as he accepted it this year. But pretty much Snow got out of the ring with him. Al Snow beat him up. As the fans chanted, head, 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 they all chanted, then, you still got it, you still got it, you still got it. Got it after that. So that was, I found that was kind of funny out there. So, like, did anybody really cared if Mahal Bashir got beat up by Al Snow? Because I think people are going to outlove Al Snow regardless. I wonder when did he ever lose it, by the way. So, yeah. It's kind of crazy about that. If he really lost it, there's Al Snow guy in the back. So I'm tired of that fat turd Grado. And I don't need to apologize to anybody. I've been in this bitch for 34 years to feed my family, he says. And, you know, if he wants respect, he can stick it up his ass, because he told Shera, meet me in the ring next week and he'll show him some respect. Jade beat Madison Rayne for the title, which was a pretty good match, I'll give it that. So that was I'll say that was a pretty good match then. I'll say that. It wasn't much for the knockouts really, so we know Jade was going to retain against Madison Rayne, so she put on a good one against her. Matt Hardy and Tyrus are headed to the ring, as next week there'll be a triple threat for the X Division title. Eddie Edwards versus DJZ versus Trevor Lee. Hardy versus Hardy stipulation will be determined tonight as Jeff and Drew Galloway win against Matt Hardy and Tyrus. Pretty much Matt Hardy and Tyrus got the win since Matt hit him with a hammer, where Ruby Sky had in the hammer. Matt pretty much hit the Twist of Fate and won, which he would get his I Quit match. And then after that, Lashley came down to the ring and beat the crap out of Drew Galloway, spearing him 3 times out there and holding up the title. So will he be his next opponent? I'm not sure. And before they ended the show, they showed this little video thing of Jeff Hardy jumping off the top of something in slow motion in black and white. That next week it'll be Hardy versus Hardy and an I Quit match. So yeah, that's for TNA tonight. And yeah, I guess I'll address this whole thing. I just want to stay on that thing at the beginning. You know, rest in peace to Balls Mahoney. But you know, I've been hearing all these things about TNA's headquarter offices. Allegedly, they're moving to the TNA shop warehouse, so where they have all the TNA shop merchandise. Which I heard is not really true. They were ever being evicted. I just heard the lease ended. I don't know if they're really going to a warehouse. Then again, people say about Dave Meltzer, and I've seen a lot of comments that Dave Meltzer pretty much likes to lie on TNA most of the time. I'm not saying Meltzer's a credible source all the time. Sometimes he is, but I've seen this thing in the past where people are saying it's true that pretty much I don't know, he does anything to make TNA look bad a lot. And he said they were going out of business last year, but they were still here. They never really kicked off TV. They found another network anyways, but I don't know if they're moving to a warehouse, and I don't know. Sometime maybe right then we gotta get to the comments where everybody's gonna hate on TNA, saying hope they die, go out of business, they're a failing company, yada yada yada. I don't even know if it's really true or not, but I've read a little bit more reports today that they're not even really being evicted, so they may be still in their office, maybe they're moving to a new building. I don't care what the outside of the building looks like, as long as you got something good on the inside, really, in my opinion. And I don't know if TNA really needs to start talking to these new investors, but maybe it is time for a change. Maybe it is time to change the name and that. Like, I don't want them to go out of business like everybody else. I've said this multiple times in videos with TNA saying they do not need to go out of business. I never wanted a wrestling company to fail that badly like a lot of other people do. So I was never really on board with that. So hopefully that next week, well, sooner or later, as Dixie said, there'll be a big announcement coming. Like, just let the investors just bring the money in the company and keep going. If it's got to be changes, it's got to be changes. Because maybe this business plan isn't working right now. And if you ask me if they want to keep themselves around and keep themselves on TV, I know they can change the replays to Saturday mornings now. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. I think it's to help West Coast viewers or something. So, yeah, hopefully they'll go somewhere with this. So I just wanted to speak a little bit on this whole warehouse rumor and everything. I know everyone's gonna make memes and photos and just shit all over that company like other people have done in the past. But if I were really TNA, maybe they should really just start looking to investor. If they have to get a little bit more power, yes. But I keep Dixie Carter around, maybe. Yeah, but someone does need to take control of this company if they want to be a majority shareholder in this. Put some money in the company. Let's change it up and make TNA great again. And I know they've been on a good roll. As the show-wise, I think the show's good. From the internal inside of it, from a business thing, I think we just need to look for some new investors, and hopefully they can get an investor that will offer a lot of money into it and change this company up with a good business plan. So hopefully, yeah. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace, and once again, rest in peace to Balls Mahoney. I'm out.